Light is green, trap is clean. You know that quote.
Oh. What does that mean? Here's our other prop.
Wow, you found them?
Shipyard.
Smashed pumpkin.
Yeah, but...
How'd you get this?
Okay, so...
This is a dream.
It is a dream, a shipyard dream. I have to put this through my hair. Maybe I could, like, in my ear holes.
Yeah. Wait.
You know dogs...
You mean your ears, right?
Dogs go like that so they could hear?
No. No, I didn't know that. No,
They do.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. That sounds right.
Because of their flaps getting in the way, so they have to go like this.
Nothing worse than a flap getting in the way.
Oh my god, I know. Okay, so Shipyard. Oh, so this seems like a different one. So Shipyard, we're both East Coasters. Cheers. Happy Halloween week.
Wow.
Woo! This is the Halloween episode.
Imagine if it wasn't. We were just dressed like this, though. Here's the old Arbor Day episode of Misery Loves Mandy. Don't mind all the bullshit we are currently covered in.
Okay, so
that'd be a very me thing to do. Is like you watch some midsummer thing that I do, and you go like, "But Matt, why do you have so many Ghostbusters props with you?" I mean, like, what am I supposed to leave them home?
You want me to only wear this once a year? What am I, a fool?
Yeah, if I'm gonna have an outfit this good, this isn't even a costume. This is called cosplay.
Ooh,
that's what I'm doing.
That's what the girls who make the money say.
That is that is the girls that make the money.
Yeah.
I don't know if they say it like that. This is cosplay. They don't usually. I think they just do it. You know?
Yeah, it's like, oh.
What are you? Will we wait? Is that a reveal?
You don't know what I am?
I thought you were also going to be a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, but then I figured your Ghostbuster outfit was going to one-up mine, which it clearly would have. Mine was a pajama set.
But we could have shared props. And there's nothing like thinking you're doing a group costume. Somebody without telling you is like, no, I knew you'd go way too far with it. So I thought I'd watch you go way too far with it, and we'd get footage of that, and then I would do something much cooler.
No, this is actually the opposite of that, because I thought that I wouldn't have been enough with my Ghostbusters outfit, and I felt like I would have let you down. So I decided to go with this costume. Which
is not Dana Barrett from Ghostbusters. It is Jennifer Coolidge?
That's so funny you said that, because that's like kind of it's not, but I bought this wig for a Jennifer Coolidge impression.
Okay, I like that.
So that was a really good guess. Also, Jennifer Coolidge.
Can you do her voice?
It's been so long.
Because I feel like you'd be good at that. It's always like, oh, I gotta buy some carrots.
You sounded like Owen Wilson.
Oh, I gotta buy. No, Jennifer Coolidge. Oh, I gotta buy some. Oh, I gotta fill my cart with carrots. Right?
Now you sound like George Bush.
Oh no. I thought I did a perfect Jennifer Coolidge, and as it turns out, I'm very good at other impressions.
That's actually how I got into the Jennifer Coolidge impression.
Oh.
Because when I did
Bush?
I started with the George Bush impression.
This is where it always starts.
And now we're here. No.
Okay.
So learning how to do the Anna Faris impression.
Yes.
It kept merging into Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes.
So it's like the same.
Okay.
Same range, but it's been a minute since I've done either. So I feel like I'll butcher it.
Okay. Well, then what? So that was my guess. A couple of my guesses. Now Anna Faris is off the table. We know it's not that either.
Yeah. I am white girl leaving the bar. White girl leaving the bar.
Very fun. Very, very fun.
I really wanted to get I looked for a dog toy of a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, you leave the bar and you look for the hot dog people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I need food.
Street meat.
Street meat. But there were none.
Did you say you were going to get a dog toy?
Like a dog toy shaped as a hot dog. I just envisioned that in my head, and I really hoped that somehow...
we could certainly get this for you by October 31st if you're looking to do something with it.
I'll get a real one that night.
Oh, no. Wow.
Should I change in my Ghostbuster outfit?
No, I mean, I think you're doing great work.
Okay.
White girl leaving the bar? Perfect. This is white guy leaving the bar.
That's good.
Because we all kind of think we're Ghostbusters, so we're all gonna put me in a jumpsuit.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
How many years ago did you buy this?
I never was big on costumes.
Really?
For Halloween. I love them in general, but I never people would always be like, Matt, you're obsessed with Halloween.
Yeah.
You must have crazy costumes. But every year, for mostly my adult life, I have done a Halloween show. And all my energy will go into that show.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Halloween, I would just take a costume from that. We'd finish the show and I would just randomly put on something we had.
Okay.
And be like, okay, I have that. Or for a long time, I have an Ash from Evil Dead costume. And I would that I made that I would put that together
Just
and I'd wear
reuse
that. And reuse that. So during quarantine, I started really losing my mind at one point.
As we all did.
But the way mine manifested itself is that in the dead of night, I would just order Ghostbuster stuff.
What?
Crazy stuff. So I started to put together this costume. But I'm not talking about during September, October. I was doing in June, I would be find a thing. I'd I wonder how to make a proton pack look more like a proton pack and less like a store-bought proton pack. And then I would go through Reddit and weird places where they'd be like, well, what you need is it's called an Alice pack. And it's the green pack that you add to a backpack that the military uses.
Okay.
That will give it more of that look.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this huge brace you have to buy. And I'd be like, great, ordered. And then I would forget. And then months later, these things would show up. I ordered...
Because the delivery was so backed up from COVID.
Yeah, COVID. So I would just order these things and then packages would arrive. At one point, a package arrived and I was like, I do not know what this is. And it was 27 pounds. And I carried it into my place and opened it and remembered that at some point I had been on a website that does movie quality replica props. And someone had made... So in Ghostbusters, it's Gozer, okay? They made a bust of Gozer's temple, what would be in marble outside of the temple. This beautiful piece of artwork,
my God.
chiseled in metal, and I ordered that, and I have that right now.
How big is that?
Home. It is. It's about 2 feet. It's 2 feet by 2 feet, I would say. 2 by 2.
27 pounds.
But it's 27 pounds. It is made in solid.
COVID was a really hard time.
I was like, oh, I'll hang this up, and there's not a wall in my apartment that can handle that weight.
You need a steel beam or something.
I'm you need a home, and by a home I mean an institute where I should be put.
Expensive?
It was hundreds of dollars. It also came with replica blueprints of Dana Barrett's apartment building, which is the gateway in Ghostbusters. But it's they're these
Spoiler alert.
They're actual blueprint. They're huge. They're huge blueprints rolled, and it's what am I gonna do? I unrolled them and looked at them, and then I was like, well, now what? Am I gonna frame these? Am I gonna am I gonna build? What did I do?
Oh,
But that's
man.
how I really got through some stuff.
Well, that's an exciting thing to think when I own a house.
Yeah.
I need to own a house just so. Only
do.
so. I could hang this.
I do have a lot of stupid stuff that needs a home, but needs
Your
an
home.
actual home, a home. It needs a basement. It needs an attic, a basement. Certainly needs a garage. These are things that personally I don't need, but my crap needs.
Hey, girls order crazy girl stuff online all the time. Makeup and beauty things. So it's the same thing.
I do always
Just
think that
27 pounds.
when people talk about if they make it big, they'd buy a Lamborghini and stuff like that. I'd have so much money because all the stupid shit I want to buy isn't that expensive.
That's
I'd
great.
be I spent $1,000 on a replica gremlin. But I do take the bus places. Like, it would be a very strict, like, it would be what I would spend the money on would be very cool to me, not that expensive, and people would be like, you did what?
That's good. I think you're ready to be rich.
Yeah, I'm ready to be rich.
He's ready to be rich.
Because I know the responsible things to do when you're rich. It's to buy crap.
But not too much crap.
But not expensive. Not a Lamborghini. Do people still buy Lamborghinis? I feel like very 90s when I say, like...
It does seem
doesn't
weird.
That feel like a poster that a little boy had in 1997?
A Lamborghini?
Yeah.
With the model on top?
Yeah. On top. Yeah.
On top of it. Not in it. She doesn't know how to drive.
And it's moving.
She's screaming.
She's just hanging on. It's like, why'd they do that to Kathy Ireland?
I don't know who that is, but I'm sure most little boys do.
That's for a very specific subgroup. That's just for like a couple dads listening.
I think that they'll like the specificity.
Yeah, specificity.
Specificity of
people
it.
love specificities.
The specificities. Oh, I didn't tell you.
Yes, please.
If you haven't noticed, tastes different, right?
Yes. Well, this is smashed pumpkin. It's a different pumpkin.
It's all they had.
It's good though.
So I went to get the normal Shipyard, which is a really popular East Coast pumpkin beer. It's the best one ever.
This is a 9% alcohol.
I was about to tell you.
Yeah, this is let's just check the back of this.
I went to get the normal one.
Oh, God, it's a weird thing to spring on somebody. This feels...
So, you want to see my Lamborghini?
You want to see my... Hey, thanks for coming to my podcast.
Yes.
All I got are these 9% beers. Oops. Do you pay attention to the ABV? I bet you don't, Mr. Man.
That's so funny.
Anyways, my eyelashes are attached to my cheek.
You ever see drunk girls with their eyelashes here?
I have the...
oh, my God.
I feel like I saw that in real life before I knew that they were fake eyelashes. Like, before I knew that was an option, so I just thought, like, a girl was like, she's losing her eyelashes. Oh, my God.
That's, like, the worst thing about, like, fake stuff. For example, people with nice lips, they're like, now everyone has fake ones, so the people with, like, the real natural nice ones, it's like, do they even know? One of the things that I am confident about, which is, girls don't have a high list, but I've got really nice eyelashes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now everyone's got these fake shits, so no one even knows mine are real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's somebody just working out all the time. Someone else just taking steroids, and you're like, well, what about me?
Exactly.
I was born with this beautiful physique.
It's just
Is that the same?
steroids.
I don't know.
It's exactly the same. So I called and I asked if they had Shipyard. I called around.
Oh, you called ahead?
I called Bevmo. They had them, and then they ran out by the time I was going. So then I called a few more places, found Cap and Cork on Hillhurst. He was like, yeah, we got Shipyard. Didn't tell me there was a smashed pumpkin, which the word smashed is in it. So you know.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. That's what you got to love about like a Northeast-based beer is that they're like, this one we call smash because it'll mess you up. And you're like, oh my God, is that your goal? Like the goal was to make one that would mess you? Like, yeah, for people that like pumpkin, but also like getting fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up and pumpkin.
Oh my God, that pause, not knowing where that was going to go, really, this is a very suspenseful podcast at times. Yeah, just getting, yeah.
I didn't know where I was going to go.
Long pause and then pumpkin? Oh. That was much sweeter than I thought it would be.
Oh, and we're too early in on the beer. This wig is so hot.
Yeah, this I'm wearing Ray's night vision goggles, as you can imagine, and they are digging into my skull because I'm wearing them how he wore them, like on top of his head, which is very cool.
It does look cool,
but I think the headphones are pressing down on them. And I couldn't tell if it was the beer or if...
You should take them off.
I don't know. Now
at least adjust them a little bit. Now we've addressed it.
No, we've seen them. Okay.
Wait. We'll put them back on for a photo at the end.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
okay. Yeah. I did another suspenseful wait.
Yeah, again, stop me in the middle of doing that. Like,
wait!
There was way more pressure behind that than there needed to be.
Oh, my gosh.
This is one of the wand, like a Neutrino wand that I bought that It like
Whoa! That was a quarantine buy?
there's a quarantine buy.
Wow.
It does the real sound effects.
That's so cool.
It's, I mean, you know.
It's awesome. I'm still very surprised that you're like Halloween. It's very.
Sorry, you were saying something. Very sorry.
It's very well known that Halloween's your favorite.
It is.
And I'm very shocked to hear the not big costume thing, but it makes sense that you get so worn out through the other.
Yeah, I love costumes. Just like for my own, I was always like, oh, I don't care about me. I care about the show. I want the show.
Tell them about your show.
I have a show at the Alamo Drafthouse, downtown LA, Halloween show. Bunch of special guests. It's gonna have puppets, live music,
What?
video, stand up. Naomi Ekperigin is doing stand up.
Wow.
Josh Rubin, who did Scare Me and Werewolves Within and is in a new movie called A Wounded Fawn, is going to be the special guest. It's going to be so much fun. And it's free and at the Alamo Drafthouse.
When?
October 29th.
You guys can still make it.
7:30. And it's a show, and then it just slides right into a Halloween party.
That's amazing.
I have a DJ coming that's going to do spooky DJ stuff. There's going to be a costume contest, cash prizes. I mean, it's like, imagine my brain exploded. Imagine like a Pee-wee's Playhouse, but all Halloween stuff.
And less masturbating.
Yeah,
You have to come to find out.
Yeah, you do have to come to find out. Wow.
I'll send you that clip for your promo.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll really get some butts in seats. Yeah, all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, I thought this was going to be like fun. I was like, we're doing apple cider donut, like that game with the string. Like, we'll do that. And then it's like, this promo's like, yeah, people are going to be coming.
Yeah, bobbing for penis.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than hearing like, there'll be puppets there. And then also like the word come is said. And you're like, oh, I don't want that combination.
I don't know. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
At least to watch.
Oh, boy. Oh, well.
This is definitely more creamy and thick than the other Shipyard.
Oh, I forgot you did that ad for them.
Back
Shipyard Smash Pumpkin. It's a little more creamy and thick than regular pumpkin.
Want to get fucked up on something thick and creamy?
Oh, wow. That's a great commercial voice.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you should be doing that all the time.
Woo!
Hire. Hey.
Hey.
Hire.
Hire me.
Oh, no. Oh, real versatile.
Oh, yeah?
She can also just do creature voices.
Hello.
Oh. Hey, I have some puppets that need voices. Are you... This just became...
That was my exciting scream. I could also do scared scream.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not where I thought the scared scream would go.
It was like an unexpected person in the shower.
The person scared is in the shower? Or
That's when I see someone in my shower.
Oh, and so you walk into your bathroom and someone else is using your shower and you go, okay, can't tell if you like it or not. That's a very, somebody broke into my place to shower? Oh, wow. All right, well, sign me up. That's great. I love all of that.
Yep. So I just learned what the sugar room was. Last Shipyard thing. I'm sure you guys are over the Shipyard.
Let's talk more about Shipyard. Also, we haven't talked about the rim jobs. So
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So you're new to the rim job?
Yes, I just got back from Connecticut.
Great.
And Shipyard was my favorite beer in college. That'll be my wiener when we get back to that.
Can't wait.
So when we went, I was so excited. Shipyard was everywhere because it is not on the West Coast. It's like an East Coast pumpkin beer, which share the wealth.
I know.
So when I went to Connecticut, it was on draft everywhere, and I was introduced to the sugar rim.
Oh, the rim's the best.
Oh, besides they put it's a sugar and cinnamon rim on a pint glass. Typically it's on a pint glass, and
oh no.
And the Shipyard goes in the glass. And it's delicious.
Wow, you
So
you pitched how beer is served.
typically the foam is about this thick unless the bartender is really bad at a job. But the problem is that if you don't lick the full rim right away, because no one does that, you ain't a monster.
I do.
Oh, well, sorry about that. Then it just starts to melt and your hand is just covered in sugar.
Yeah. I've been to the brewery.
The brewery?
The Shipyard Brewery.
What? Where is it? On the East Coast?
Yep. Portland, Maine. And they sell the rim. Like they sell like containers of
That's fun.
the rim, which is great. I was so excited to buy that and bring that out here and be like, and now I dip my glasses into this. But I order that drink so often on the East Coast. And I would get it everywhere we would go. And I would always get that rim. And so many people eventually, like so many friends were finally like, hey man, you're not going to order that again, right? And be like, what do you care if I order that? And like, I'm not going to sit across from you and watch you lick the rim of your glass 7 times in a night. Like,
do you think it's because they liked it?
I don't know. I think if there was anybody that liked it, they probably only liked it the first time and not every subsequent a little bit drunker each time. Like,
oh yeah, I'm sure the lick got more obnoxious as the night went on.
Yeah, and I feel like I've had the argument of like, so that's not what you do. Like, you just drink from one part and like you get, and I'm like, no, you gotta like, you keep drinking from different parts of it to like,
like an ice cream cone.
Yeah, to get the rest of the rim, and you got to do it before it hits your hands. And people be like, just order a beer, like. Especially in Boston, like a fist comes out of nowhere just to clock you when you do stuff like that.
That's where I had a bunch in Boston. I just did shows in Boston and they had them. I was sugar rimming it up, but I'm a girl, so no one will say anything.
Yeah, and be like, can I get another rim job?
Yeah,
and they'd be like, you can, but you need like, how many, sir? Have you had the shot inside of it?
Oh no, but they said it's a vanilla vodka shot.
Vanilla vodka shot inside of a Shipyard with a rim job.
I was offered one, but I try to steer from liquor.
Yeah.
I'm a beer and wine kind of gal.
Yeah.
Or sometimes margaritas. Speaking of rims.
I'm the same. I am the same, but a boy. Samesies. But a vanilla vodka shot in a shit, like, it tastes so good. The thing you have to be careful of is if you order that once, sometimes when you say, like, you want another,
they'll just
the bartender will, like, automatically be like, oh, that's what you want. And I have had some rough nights.
Ooh.
Where later on I realized it was because hard alcohol had been poured into all my beers.
That will get you.
Yeah.
We used to do,
that's for no one.
In college, we'd put Bacardi Limon in the head of a Corona.
Yeah.
Can't taste it.
Yeah.
Just tastes like a Corona.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fuck you up. Yeah!
Life's a beach.
Yeah. Thick and creamy.
Oh, stop it, please.
So my wiener is going to be another Shipyard thing.
Oh.
Do you think they're going to sponsor me after this?
I don't know. Hold on. Read this, but in your commercial voice.
Okay. Smashed pumpkin season with Shipyard smashed pumpkin. This big-bodied beer pulls a light cup of orange with pleasing aromas of pumpkin, cinnamon, and burnt sugar. Balanced by a mild, lingering sweetness. And a slightly warm, bitter finish. Smashed pumpkin is the perfect beer when the temperature starts to drop. To fully enjoy all the flavors, this ale is best drunk at 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
That I can't believe.
55?
Yeah, it was so specific, huh?
So I feel like this isn't 55 degrees.
That was a wild ride. I just want you to know that going through the multiple personalities that just the way that started, it dipped into like a weird Betty Boop type like sexiness for some reason, and then it became very much a creature screaming.
Yeah.
And then there was a pause, and then it somehow went back to a commercial, and then I swear there was a little bit of Cosby somewhere in there.
Cosby.
Yeah, a little bit of Cosby that
Cosby.
Yeah, nobody certainly cared for.
Cosby gave everyone the smashed pumpkin and told them it was the regular Shipyard.
It wasn't a vodka shot in it. And then, you have 55 degrees. Man, like, oh, yikes. So I think you'll get the job, and I think they will sponsor your podcast, which I think would be great.
Have you ever seen Molly Shannon? She's, I'm 50 years old.
I love when you remind me of old SNL bits.
that everyone knows.
You remember, you know.
She does the kick and she does the spin.
Yeah, I love to kick.
It's a great thing.
Yeah, great bit. Great
Okay.
bit. Okay. It's like we are doing some ASMR, right? That's like what
Yeah, it gets me more views.
does it? I would think that it did.
I
or
would think that it would.
Yeah, it's very popular stuff.
I
ASMR.
know. Do you think like what caused those people to be into that?
I don't know. I have seen some of those videos and thought to myself, like, what could possibly be wrong with you?
Yeah, I think the same.
I also like, when you shoot sketches or do any of that stuff and you like put it up and you're like, cool, nobody watched this. And then you just know that like somewhere there's a woman who's like, and this is me eating candy. And it has like 1 billion views and you're like, what is this simulation we live in? Like, what is the world? And
It's unfair.
why do I try to do anything?
It's a great point.
And what we should be doing, like this entire podcast maybe could have just been us cracking these open and sipping them in silence.
We could do that for 10 minutes at the end. Maybe it'll make people just watch the whole thing and really get their fix.
Mm. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, no. I don't.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What's your wiener?
Oh, okay. So, this is an old wiener.
Okay.
Nothing
Nothing worse, really.
is worse than an old wiener. This is a Halloween wiener.
Oh, yeah. Do you need to do an intro? Do you just have intro? It's just canned? Do you have like your own? You all set now? Do people know what everything's about? Do you have to do like a little intro bit?
Oh, yeah.
We went right into why are we dressed up?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the Halloween.
Okay, let's do that again.
Welcome to the Halloween episode of Misery Loves Mandy. I'm Mandy Martino. And this is Matt Catanzano.
Great. Really confident there.
Very insecure about saying your last name.
I know that was you just didn't have to do it at all. That was the real bummer was that you did it. Ooh, more ASMR. ASMR. ASMRs? Hi, and I'm her guest, Matt Catanzano. Very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
So is it Catanzano?
It is. Yeah, it's Catanzano.
It's a hard one. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. There's very few people that can say it correctly.
Catanzano.
No teacher growing up ever said it right. They would just make up other stuff.
Well, how would they pronounce it?
I had a gym teacher that for real called me Costanza the entire time I was in high school. And I
That's
never,
so
somebody was
funny.
like, you should say something. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is a dream.
That's probably prime.
There's letters there that aren't in my name. And like, who cares? Like, what a great bit. This old guy. 'Cause you're like, Costanza, get out there. I'm like, man, all right.
Oh,
I'll take that any day.
that's funny.
Yeah, but it's hard doing shows and stuff like that. There's no,
Yeah.
That's why I have to host so often so I can say my own name.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The other day I was hosting a show and Eliza Schlesinger was on it. I always feel like I know how to say her last name, Schlesinger.
Yeah.
Your protein pack's in my way.
Protein pack. A couple of things. One, it's called a proton pack. Two, this is a trap. This isn't a proton pack. But also, for any listeners, I promise you, I swear to you, I didn't bring a protein pack with me. And I'm not just sitting here trying to get some gains.
That is so funny. No, we got smashed pumpkin.
Yeah.
That's all the gains one can need.
Yeah, man, those are complex carbs.
That's so funny.
Oh, I bumped into your protein pack.
Oh, sorry, your protein pack.
You're becoming your costume?
I know, it's gonna
Wow,
happen.
yeah,
It's
this is
gonna
very
happen.
werewolf-esque.
Whoa. More like, I don't want water.
So against being hydrated.
Yeah, I can drink more than you. I am not drunk.
Something only drunk people say.
Yeah. I want Taco Bell. I can drive. I'll drive.
I can drive.
I can drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, I bring Eliza up, and this isn't trying to name drop. I was hosting, not cool. I hate hosting. I love hosting, but I sometimes anyways. So I bring her up and I go, Eliza Schlesinger.
Yeah.
Good old awkward pause in the middle instead of
Yeah.
just saying the name how I said it my whole life. And so
She must have loved that.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah. That happens at every level, though. It's everybody. Everyone gets names wrong. It's okay.
But I had it, and then I overthought it.
Yeah. I do. I say names wrong quite often, but I will often. I always check with the person. I always like watch a set online, and then so often those are wrong.
See?
And like so then I'll ask the person, and then the person will tell me, and then I'll get so in my head that I have these two conflicting reports. One from the actual person, so I should be able to like delete the other file, but I can't because you have like what you thought it was going to be.
It's stuck in there.
What YouTube told you it was, and then what the person told you it was, and it's always like you're in the middle of like doing bits, and then you're like, oh yeah, cool, that's my time, and now I'm gonna bring up, oh no, and I'm like, there's must be camera footage so often of like my eyes going big, and you just see for a split second my brain explode as I go like, oh no, what was it? What could it possibly have been?
And you say it knowing it's wrong.
Yeah, so you say it slow. You say it. You don't like just blow by it, which you like would be so much better.
I tried to blow by it.
Oh,
you don't
you did the pause in the middle.
I did for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I slow it down. Like I hit extra parts that are like, so now not only is this wrong, but it's really, really wrong. But now they have a whole first minute to do about that.
Yeah.
And my name's Catanzano. No one's ever gotten that right, so.
Well.
Eat it.
Eat it, bitch.
Whoa.
I'm wasting.
Ah.
Oh yeah, so my wiener
Yes.
is an old wiener, as I was saying. And it's because of Shipyard. So, like I said, this was my favorite beer. And in college, at the end of fall, I would stock up the fridge.
Yeah.
Because, they stopped selling it. And I like it so much.
Same, yeah.
So, I stocked up the fridge in my little corner. And this was my last roommate in college. I was done after that.
Okay.
Never had a roommate since.
Done with college.
Done with college. Done with roommates. I'm moving to LA.
Wow.
So this bitch.
Oh no.
Got high. She'd always get high and eat my food. Yeah. Whatever. She ruined my old little oven thing I got. She would always make a mess.
Yeah.
And then on one morning I wake up. We're into September now, just so you know. Someone drank all my Shipyards.
No. I'd be so mad.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
And I usually am like, take the food, whatever. I'm pretty chill. But now I had to wait 12 more months.
Yeah.
11 more months. Whatever it was. 16 more months.
Wait, so they drank it in November, right?
No, like September. Oh, October, November. They drank it in November.
So they drank it in September. You could have certainly bought more. It was like peak sales for that beer. So
Monsters.
It's less of a wiener. If it's September, it's still annoying.
Oh, no, November. This is a big difference. This is a big difference.
Okay, yeah, because now you really have to wait.
Yeah. They were out of the store. There was none left.
September, you just had to wait till later in the day when you got more of that beer.
But the itch is so strong.
Yeah, like, so you just have a problem. That was rude of them, but also there's some stuff here we need to work out.
Unpack, yeah. No, November. November.
Anytime after October, very annoying.
Yeah, it was after October.
I didn't realize that those types of beers expire. So I have stocked my fridge a couple times, including last year with like pumpkin and like every fall flavored Oktoberfest, like all of that stuff, and then kept them. And then I'll often be like, well, I shouldn't drink it. I should save it because I won't be able to get it for a little while.
Yeah.
So like I won't have it today. I won't have it tomorrow. And then eventually I like go and I'm like, and now I think it's okay to have one of these. And it's like, okay, so that only has like 2 months that you are supposed to drink that. And I'm like, can alcohol go bad? Doesn't it just become more alcohol?
Yeah.
That can't be the science, but that's how it felt.
I think you're fine.
That's the betrayal I felt.
Wait, how quickly do they go bad? When does this expire? Oh, 12, 13, 20, 33 or 23?
Oh,
it's like a 33. That's got to be a 2.
Yeah, that can't be a 33.
Looks like a 3 though.
It does look like 33. Maybe I'm wrong? Or maybe these are not in the, well, there's no other, it's the 33rd day, not the year. No, that can't be. These might already be expired.
Oh, shit. Oh,
These were
cheers.
2021. Yeah. Mm.
Ooh, yum.
Now the 9%'s 15%.
Ooh,
You're
it's
probably
like
feeling
a
it.
wine.
Oh no, smashed pumpkin.
Smashed pumpkin.
Smashed pumpkin. Not just pumpkin, but smashed.
Smashed. You like to get fucked up and puke on yourself?
Balanced by a mild, lingering sweetness.
Ale with natural flavors. Natural flavors never sounds good.
I know. Give me the fake stuff. My body can't handle natural stuff now. I've had too many unnatural things.
No.
55 degrees Fahrenheit. There are people that are so annoying that probably have a refrigerator that they then like adjust.
Like a wine cooler, but for beers?
Yeah. A beer cooler.
Oh, heard of those.
I've heard of those. Is that what that's for, I guess? To put beer at its... Like, what is Bud Light supposed to be at? Tepid, right? Warm?
I was going to say warm.
I like a piping hot Bud Light.
Oh, I feel like I'm in British
I love...
times.
Oh, British Times. Not in Britain now, but British Times. Oh, man. I feel like you mean old-timey London, but you could mean so many different things. I'm
It's
in
up to
British
you.
Times and I'm having a piping hot Bud Light.
I like a popping Bud Light.
More cocaine.
Piping hot cocaine.
Piping hot.
One final thing
Okay. About your wiener or
I-
about this beer? 'Cause we're
about
gonna
this
talk about the
beer, and I would
further.
like you to, I'll show it while you do this.
Will you do a close-up?
Yep. So
Okay.
pairs perfectly with, please interpret.
Oh. Pairs perfect with fall, which is an image of a leaf, and then there's lines to let you know that it's falling. That's cool.
Mhm.
Pairs perfect with a glass. Like it does. It's great with
Guess.
a pint glass.
Yeah, like I said.
Well, like you said, you love pint
Yeah.
glasses. It pairs great with American football, which is very fun. There should be like eyeballs because it should be watching football because it doesn't pair well with playing a sport.
No, it's very confusing.
And it also pairs well with old hard candy.
Yes, like your grandparents had.
Yeah, but also probably the easiest way to convey candy is old hard candy artwork rather than like
It's Snickers.
yeah, Snickers would look like a poop.
Yeah. Or Reese's, maybe.
Oh, Reese's,
would
but you
work.
have to do it from the right angle so that you see the edges.
They really thought through this.
Otherwise, those are circles.
Yeah. How do you
So-
like? How do you like to? Oh, how do you like your Reese's? And then, what's your favorite Halloween candy? And then, what's your wiener?
Wow. Okay. How do I like my? So I never understood. So Reese's, I mean, obviously delicious, but I just eat them. What do you mean? How do I like it?
Like I eat it on the edges.
Oh, you do? You do a little? Yeah.
Do your friends let you eat your Reese's like that?
Yeah. Not at the same time. I'm just licking a pint glass. And then they have to watch me just delicately bite around the edges of a Reese's. No, I just bite. I think I just go right for it. I just bite it into it.
Okay.
Actually, you know
answered
what? The
question.
truth is, I break everything. I don't bite into almost anything.
Okay.
I had braces growing up, and it like really scarred me. And now I eat like a little raccoon.
All right.
So I cut everything up. People be like, "Are you cutting that up for a child?" And it's like, no.
It's for you.
I have to cut. I cut everything into little pieces. But biting straight into something seems psychotic to me. I don't like it.
Okay. To each their own.
Well, delete this part of the. I don't know why.
I will make a reel out of this guy.
Of all the things you've said that I've put up with or humored, I say I don't like biting into things, and this woman looks at me like maybe this was a bad idea.
I think I invited the wrong person over for this.
So judged.
I really messed up. I am so sorry.
Meanwhile,
that
my
you guys
favorite
had to
candy, I think,
listen
was the
to
second
this.
question, and I will go Sour Patch Kids. I love a Sour Patch Kid.
Do you rip its head off?
I break it into little, I take its head, and I place it delicately under my tongue, where I let it dissolve,
Okay.
and then I spit it out because I don't need the empty calories.
Do 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 do.
Oh man, I do. This is like you're interviewing a murderer. This is like
this
a real.
is it. Please
it
help
does sound
me.
way more like a sociopath
Please.
now.
Help.
At first, we were worried about for him, but then we became slowly worried for her.
Yeah.
Me, I take a Sour Patch Kid, I put it on my tongue, and I suck on it till it's just gelatin, and then I hawk it out of my mouth at the person I've tied up in my basement.
No.
Anyways, that's my favorite Halloween candy, and I love a dum dum. Talking about the people I tie up, not the Lollipop. Lollipop? Yeah, Dum Dum.
I'm a lollipop kid.
Not a great impression, I don't think.
Oh, shit. All right.
What
What's your wiener? What's
my
your Halloween wiener?
Okay, here's my... Hi, hey, Matt Catanzano, everybody. Here's my Halloween wiener.
Matt Catanzano.
I love haunted everything. I love haunted houses. I travel to haunted houses. I have gone to
Savannah?
off-season haunted houses. Like, I've gone to places that are like, and we keep this open year-round, and, like, I'm the guy that goes and forces those employees to, like, turn the stuff back on.
Well,
So let me throw that out there first, okay? I have been to Halloween Horror Nights every year for, I think this was the 15th year that I've gone, other than pandemic when it was closed. But other than that, I've gone forever. I went to Orlando to go to the Orlando one.
I've been there many times.
And then also to this one. I like to go to both because the Orlando one is bigger.
And you could drink at the Orlando one.
Also, this is not like I'm a rich flex. This is like the only thing I spend money on. I make about $1,100 a year.
And we both go to a very nice gym.
Yeah, and I spend it. I had to work at that gym to get that membership. Which is true. Worked in the kids club. I babysat children to be able to go to that gym. And then once a year, I go to all these haunted houses. So my wiener, though, is that one year I finally did one of those ones where you have to sign a waiver.
Waiver. I've never
The
heard of a
reason
waiver.
you have to sign a waiver for some haunted houses because those are the houses where they get to touch you.
Ooh! Mm-mm.
So it's
No.
it's an extreme haunt. And I was like, you know something? I'm going to do it.
It's called an extreme haunt?
It's called an extreme haunt.
Where's this?
The one I went to was in New York. You buy a very expensive ticket. And the rule is you have to go alone, which is great because who was I going with?
No
you,
one?
you have to go like, oh, no, I have to go alone. Like, it's like, no one was going to this with me.
What do you mean you have to go alone?
I mean, you go through this entire thing alone. Like, you go through the house alone. You
No.
can't go with anybody else. And I was like, and that's why I'm here alone. For sure.
Yeah. Well, if they made you go alone.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, everybody.
Get in the back of the bus.
Guess I gotta go alone.
No way.
They give you the secret location. You show up. You get in a long line. Already scary. Then,
with a bunch of other people alone.
yep, everybody's single file, waiting to go into this house. If you speak, you don't realize this at first, but if you speak, then these like huge like bouncer looking guys, like with the earpiece and like the tight black t-shirt, will come and scream at you. So slowly everybody understands that the rule is that you can't talk. So already this sucks. Like already it just feels like you're waiting for a club and you're being treated poorly.
Jeez.
Then you sign another waiver, even though you've already signed a waiver, you sign like another waiver and you go inside. In the first room was pitch black, very scary. And so they put you in, they close the door. It's totally dark. You're just shuffling forward. You can see nothing. And hands just start to like grab at you.
What?
Very scary.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. And then there's like a light in the distance and you realize it's like a door, like a keyhole, and you walk towards it and the door opens and it's a really well lit room. And inside of that room is like very, like not much furniture and just one fully naked guy.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. And he's covered in blood, fake blood, but he's covered in blood. And so when you walk in, he goes, "Find the key.
What?
Find the key."
No!
And you're like, oh.
Like, not scary.
Okay. So then you like look around, you find the key. And the thing that sucks about this room is that this man doesn't have any more of a script than that. So like I'm holding the key and he's going, "Find the key. Find the key." And you're like, "I have the key."
Like, shut up.
Like, stop. Like,
Ew.
all right.
Weird.
Cut it out. Then you open a door with the key and you go into this other room. And it was like, all the rooms were like one room was made to look like a disgusting bathroom. And there was a girl in there dressed exactly how you were dressed. Like makeup running.
Like a drunk white girl?
Yeah, like a drunk white girl. And she has like a mechanism to make it look like she's throwing up in the sink. And she turns and she's like, ah. And you're like, I could just see this on a Saturday night. Like this is just...
So I nailed it.
Yeah, we're just in Hollywood.
Yeah.
This is not anything. But the worst room is that they put a blindfold on you. And they put headphones on, and it's just like monks chanting.
What?
So you can't hear and you can't see. And then something was put in my mouth. and then taken out and then put back in my mouth
What shape? You need to tell us more.
and then taken out.
No.
And I'm a very for how much I like this stuff. Weirdly, I'm very clean. Like I carry soap with me when I go play. Like everything that people do now because of the pandemic, I have always been doing. The amount of messages I got from friends being like, as it turns out, Catanzano was right.
That's funny.
You got to keep wipes on you at all times. I'm like, I told you to wipe down your doorknobs.
So you were ready.
Everybody thought I was crazy, but I took all the stuff off because I was, something had like touched my lips, which is a nightmare. And in front of me was this ghoul, like full blown ghoul outfit, and she was holding a dildo.
No, the dildo was what was going in and out of your mouth?
Yes. So I scream, "Is it even clean?" Basically, I sound exactly like the Key guy. I go like, "Is it even clean?"
No.
And this ghoul, like in a very scary ghoul outfit, leans really close to me and then whispers in my ear in a totally normal voice and just goes, "Don't worry, we put a condom on it." And I was like, great, I guess.
No.
Then you go in the next room and it was like TVs that were playing like animals being born footage, like just like gross, like stuff that you're like, I guess. Then there was a room where they put a bag on your head, like a plastic bag.
I hate this. I hate all of this.
And they put you on your knees. And then at the end of that room, it was like a hallway. At the end, it was like a guy, a big fat dude in a diaper who was just like touching his nipples. And it's like, all right.
This feels like it's more of a fetish thing
like,
than a haunted house.
And I swear to you, the last room was a gift shop.
What did they sell? Dildos?
They sold T-shirts and stuff. And people would be like, I survived like the extreme haunt or whatever. And I was like, I don't want a T-shirt from like, that's like, none of that's scary. I don't like that. I like a haunted house with witches and misunderstood monsters that pop out and you scream and then you laugh and you keep walking. Like, I love that stuff. But like, this American Horror Story version of like going through a haunted house where they're like, and what if in this room you saw a nipple? I'm like, I don't care. Like, ugh.
I can't believe they stuck a dildo in and out of your mouth with a condom. So did everyone get the same dildo with the new condom?
I mean, I don't ask that question to myself because I don't want the answer. You know what I mean? Don't ask.
Even not a clean freak.
Don't ask scary questions if you don't want scary answers, and that's one of them.
So you're alone.
Yes.
When you walk out, did you call someone right away, or did you just stay in silence thinking about what just happened?
I called my friend Trevor. I was walking around New York stunned. Like I was walking around the city just like looking around, not speaking. Like I felt insane.
I feel that way just hearing this story.
Yeah, and I called my friend Trevor and I was like, I am going to need you to meet me. Like I need to talk to somebody about this. And we like sat at a bar and I like told him the story and he's like crying, laughing, and we're both laughing about it. But I'm like, I needed to get this out there. So my wiener was having a wiener put as part of a Halloween gag?
That you paid.
Gag.
Yay!
Hey. Misery Loves Mandy has been brought to you by Shipyard.
Do you like wieners in your mouth?
Hi.
Go to, what is it called?
It was called, I don't even want to say that. I don't want people
New
to look
York Horror Walkthrough House.
It was called Extreme Haunt. Some of you have been in. It changes every year, so maybe not every year do they do that to you. Other years they put you in a coffin. I've heard like crazy stuff of what people do.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But
I don't go.
hated that.
I don't go to Extreme Haunts anymore.
No. I would never go, but I would never think that's what it would be.
I know. It's a real yeah, I do. That's how I feel about American Horror Story. Like that show is a show that people are always like, Matt, you must love that. It's all horror stuff. And I'm like, no, because it always feels like Ryan Murphy is in a pitch meeting where he's like, right, everything's fine. And like at first he's just like, what if a couple's at a hotel? And everybody's like, yes. He's like, and there's a monster in your mattress. And they're like, Ryan, you've done it again. What a great idea. And he's like, hold on. Then the monster pops out of the mattress. And everybody's like, Ryan, you've got it. Here's your money. The budget is there. And they're like, and the monster has a dildo for a dick. Like it has like a drill for a dick and like sodomizes the husband in front of the wife and the wife's into it. You're like, Ryan, why?
But you got the name, so here.
Fine. But it was so scary at first. And then it became just something a little different. I don't know. Just something slightly different. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not into that show at all. I mean, good for people who are.
No, I don't believe you.
No, I don't even like the billboards.
I'm not into that show at all. She's holding a poster.
No, I really hate the billboards. I've always hated the billboards.
Yeah, the billboards are like, they're in that.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're in that vein. They're like, what if what if your elbows had lips? And you're like, I mean, I guess. I don't know.
They just make you feel weird.
I'm like, but what if Dracula was there? So I'm always just like,
yeah.
but what about the Wolfman being cursed and like he's like a wolf and he's scary? Wouldn't that be nice? And they're like, no, he's the Wolfman. But also,
no, I don't want the
he's
but
got
also.
3 buttholes. And you're like,
I just want Beetlejuice.
yeah, give me Beetlejuice.
Just give me Beetlejuice.
Although Beetlejuice was a pervert.
But just enough pervert. He had one butthole.
That should be on business cards. Just enough pervert.
He in small print, he only had one butthole.
One butthole. People don't need multiple beeholes.
No.
One beehole, please.
One is enough. Your story exhausted me.
I know. I saw the light leave your eyes.
I hated it.
Should I do one that's less, a really quick one that's not that?
Well, that I feel like should be your moment. That's more than a wiener. That's like that's a miserable moment.
That's more than a wiener. More than a wiener, a miserable moment.
Oh.
Miserable moments with Mandy.
Help.
Oh, no. I thought you'd love that story.
I'm impressed.
I thought your listeners would love this story.
I think that they will.
You know what my wiener is? It's when Uber drivers won't drop you where you want to be dropped. I went to Halloween Horror Nights the other day, and like they're supposed to drop you at City Walk by where the movie theater is, and they keep taking me all the way around. And when I say please don't do that, they like get mad at me. And like so, my wiener. Just so you've heard no other wieners tonight, because any other wiener that might have been mentioned has been edited out. But the wiener, so my actual wiener is like, when an Uber and like where is Lyft? Because you order a Lyft and they're like, we're right there, but they're not. It's like 2 more minutes, we'll have your driver, and then you've missed.
I know.
You've missed whatever. But anyways, Uber won't take the right to go up to City Walk so that I can go to Bubba Gump and then go into Halloween Horror Nights. And instead they take me all the way around the back.
Oh, man. Now that's a good wiener.
Now that's a wiener.
Wow. Welcome back.
That's a strong-ass wiener.
Good wiener.
Good wiener. Thank you.
I really do like your story. It was just so impressive.
Impressive wiener. Wow, another impressive wiener. And again, my story was Uber drivers that don't drop you. And don't get me started when they pick you up on the wrong side of the street. Get out of here.
Horrible.
You're supposed to pick me up. I can't cross Franklin.
Jeez, shit.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I know that's my only wiener. Please remember, everybody, anything else you heard was somebody else.
I like that earlier too. He was like, should I say the story about this haunted house? It's like a thing. And I was like, yeah, save it for the podcast. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So he was trying to warn me.
Yeah, it was like, would this be good? And
I was
the
like,
answer was, tell me no more. Oh my God, perfect.
That is what I said.
And then I turn to you during this, and I can see you be like, I can't believe you're still describing these rooms where you were sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Could you please? This isn't the podcast, Matt.
No, it really.
We were having a nice time. Where's your protein pack? Show me your protein pack, and please end this story where you spent money.
Oh my God. No, I'm very happy you told that story. That was a really good story.
Oh, man. Well, how many of these do you have? 10? You got a bunch of these in the fridge? What's the deal?
Only 2 more.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they only sell them in 4s.
They only sell them in 4.
Yeah. Because that's a
Oh
dangeroso.
my God.
Yeah. Ooh, hot.
Oh my God. That was a crazy story. Oh my God.
And again, the story was that when Ubers don't go up to the old Bubba Gump that you're trying to get a nice novelty margarita from old Bubba Gump, where they might ask you Forrest Gump trivia. And you know what the scary part is? I know it all. Because you know what? Perfect movie, no notes.
I'm leaving.
What? Hello? I have so many sound effects if you want them.
Whoa! We're back.
We're back.
Wow.
Welcome back to Misery Loves Mandy with your co-host, Matt Catanzano. Tonight, we're celebrating Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
And as you know, Valentine's Day is a day of costumes. It's a day of pretend. It's a day of cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a day of candy and Shipyard pumpkin, smashed pumpkins.
If your roommate doesn't drink them.
If your roommate doesn't drink
February.
them, yeah. If you're, yeah, I'm getting shit for my wiener. This woman's talking about somebody drinking her beers September 1st. When that
You're
beer,
not getting shit about your wiener. I just don't know how to handle that wiener.
Hey.
Oh.
All right.
Wiener.
What else did I have to tell you?
Do you have like an embarrassing, miserable story about Halloween that happened to you?
I think I'm pretty sure I told you one of them.
The Uber one?
Yeah, that Uber one.
Yeah,
which is,
that was shitty.
That's pretty bad.
That sucks.
That sucks. I did once go to an off-season haunted house where I was really excited to go, and then when I first walked in, it was very suspenseful because nothing was popping out, and so you're just kind of like waiting for something. You're like, wow, this is really well done. And then finally a clown popped out, and that was very scary. And then I walked around a little bit longer, and nothing happened, and that was very suspenseful. But then a werewolf popped out, but the werewolf was a werewolf head and a clown outfit.
Ooh, creepy.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of scary. And then I went around a few more like corridors where like clearly there should be things, but there weren't. And finally it was like a witch, but a clown outfit. And I realized that I had gone to an off-season haunted house and there was only one person working.
No way.
this poor idiot was running, was like jumping out, then putting on a different mask and just booking it to another corner to like come out.
Oh my God.
And so the entire time he must have just been like, what does this guy want?
That's really funny.
What are you even doing here,
That's
sir?
the material we want here.
Yeah, finally. So I had two wieners, one of them off-season haunted house.
Woo! That's actually really funny. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And that poor person.
Yeah.
And you know they're probably getting paid minimum wage.
Yeah, and they're just like, who's here? What? Oh my God. Like,
Was anyone else there in line or
no, this was
where was this at?
it was in New York.
Different time.
Different time though, different place.
Wow. Before or after the incident?
Before. This was yeah. It took me a little while to get back to.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not the incident being when the Uber didn't drop me off.
Uber didn't drop him off.
That's
That's funny though. That poor person.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a good. There's one. There's another solid.
That is a good one.
That's another solid one.
I've got an embarrassing moment.
Please tell me.
So last Halloween
Yes.
was my first Halloween in my life to wear a store-bought slutty costume.
Oh wow.
It was really cute. I was happy with the choice.
Okay.
Not too slutty.
What was it?
It was, I don't even actually know what it was.
That seems suspect.
What was it?
Slutty nun.
Oh, it was like a circus performer. That girl at the circus with the little cap sleeves.
Oh, a ringleader.
A ringleader.
Sexy ringleader.
I was a sexy ringleader.
Wow, what an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going with a group of girls. I was going with a group, but the girls.
Was everyone a circus person?
No, that would be really fun. But we were like chatting. So she's like, let's order some together, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, I've never done like the slutty Halloween before.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to do comedy. So you got the pressure of like, oh, my costume has to be funny.
Yeah.
Like a white girl leaving a bar drunk that no one will ever guess, Jennifer Coolidge type of costume. But this year I thought, fuck it, let's have fun.
Yeah, do it.
I was at a good weight. I was feeling confident.
Oh.
So I was like, hey, I put it on. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
So fun. We go to the first bar before the party we're going to in Beverly Hills, and we're like, why are you guys there? But our friend wanted to go there because a girl he liked was there.
Okay.
Typical. We get there, take an Uber. Everyone is wearing black.
I love this.
My boyfriend's in a baseball costume.
I love this.
I'm in a sexy ringleader costume.
Yes.
Not one other person in this packed bar in Beverly Hills is in a costume.
So good.
My ass is hanging out. This is like my Mean Girls.
Yep.
Everyone stared, and I was already drinking, so I had to go to the bathroom multiple times.
Mhm.
So every time was just glares, and I think I handled it pretty well. At first, I was shocked and embarrassed, and then I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
These losers aren't dressed up.
Yeah. That's on them.
It was on Halloween.
I did a similar thing where my friend Richie and his wife Kira, Richie does not care for Halloween, but his wife does. And it's great because it's like all of the Halloween bullshit I tried to put on him, he was like, "Leave Mac, like stop it." But then he ended up like marrying somebody that also loves
How
that
happy
stuff.
were you?
So now he has to do it. And I was like, yeah. And one year they were like, "We're going to this like crazy Halloween party. Obviously, come with us, and won't that be fun? We'll go. Like we'll be a group and we'll all go." And I was like, "No problem." So I made this like really good Ash from Evil Dead outfit. Like I had
As
a
we've
chainsaw
heard.
hand. I had a chainsaw hand. I had a Necronomicon on me. Like I was covered in blood. Like it was really great. And I go to meet them outside of this place, and it's like in this unbelievable mansion. And I'm like looking around at people, and I'm like, "Oh no, I might have made a huge mistake." It is like the fanciest version of a Halloween. Like everyone's in tuxedos.
Like tuxedos with a creepy bunny.
Yeah, but like with like a eyes wide shut mask.
Yeah.
Or like Richie was like in like a really amazing suit, but like his makeup was like a skeleton.
Got it.
And
I'm
like
visualizing
like
this.
yeah, so it was like it was a soiree. It was like it was this super
Tons of
fancy, and then
masks.
like I am covered in blood. I'm dressed like such a goober. And the entire night, people like it was also all like somehow couples, you know, like in there dressed really nice, and like there was a ballroom for people to dance in and
then
stuff.
there's you covered in
And
blood.
I'm like I'm like, does anyone have Miller Lights here? Like I'm just trying to like.
Do you have Shipyard?
Yeah, I'm like,
it's an
look,
East Coast
I'm like,
beer.
"So do you have a rim? Do you do a rim job here?" And they're like, "Sir, we have champagne," and then it's just upstairs, and there's only 7 of them, and I'm like, "I'm gonna need all of them." But I just kept walking around. People keep being like, "Oh, that's really and so you're, and I'd be like, "Okay, I thought we were going to, I thought we were going to a fun bar. I thought we were gonna have I thought we were having a nice time."
It's the worst when it's not at all what you expect.
And also, they could have easily had told me that and warned me, and they did not. And
That's
I think
messed up.
that might be the funniest part, is that like they were like, "Well, look at you," and I was like, "You did this. I know you did this on purpose. There's no way in Richie's mind. There's no way that he was like, I'm sure Matt will go home and put on a tuxedo."
Okay, we have some rearranging to do. Richie's your wiener.
Richie's my wiener for that.
And the other story that we don't want to talk about anymore is your miserable moment.
Oh, yes.
So you've nailed all the stories. Just
Okay.
in an unsurprising order.
Yes.
Unsurprising. That's not the right word. Surprising order?
Surprising. Yeah. It wasn't. It was surprising.
It was very surprising.
So that's my wiener was that party where I was dressed wrong, just like yours.
Yes.
You also
Yes.
that was yours was misery though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Or-
And then my other one again, for the savvy listeners, was when an Uber. I'm not the one cutting this episode together, but I might take the footage as a favor to you, Mandy.
You're gonna edit it for me?
Yeah, I might take the stuff to edit it for you for no reason other than being very kind, being just a lovely friend,
That's so sweet of
and
you.
trying to give you more time to do other things that you
my
like
God,
doing.
Thank you. Editing
And
is hard.
I have no other reason for doing that. There's nothing I can think of that I would want to cut or get rid of.
You know what? Thank you so much for doing my Halloween episode. And thank you for editing it.
You're
You're gonna love his wiener.
ding.
I'm gonna leave that part in.
Which part? The part where I talk about all my props. I hope you mean the part where I have all my props.
Yeah, we'll call them props.
At Matt Catanzano.
Everyone have a safe and fun Halloween. You should get your Shipyard. Hold for plane.
Oh, it's actually landing on the roof.
Santa Claus. Welcome to the
Santa Claus taking
Christmas
planes
episode.
now. Here we are, dressed appropriately for the Christmas episode of Misery Loves Mandy.
Santa flies a plane.
One time I went to a Santa's village where somebody took a vibrator and rubbed it up and down my spine, even though I didn't ask for it.
Oh, I hate it.
But I had signed the
hate
waiver.
It.
Candy canes used to hook and open my mouth.
No. No!
Oh, no.
Brought to you by Shipyard.
Shipyard, 55 degrees Fahrenheit.